When we're looking at behaviour, we've really got to look at so many different factors as to what might be influencing that behaviour. And one of them is the internal environment of the dog, so how it feels. And that could be mental or physical and in this video, what we're going to focus on is physical pain. Physical pain will affect the dog's behaviour. Simple, just like it does you or me. Dogs don't show it very easily because survival says don't show weakness, but they do feel physical pain. And that could be from a big trauma injury, or it could even just be like a mild accumulation of pain. You know, if you've got like a niggle going on in your back and after a while you're like, fuck, I'm tired. Yeah, that's just because you're constantly it's there. It's not enough to really make you do anything about it, but eventually you probably should, because it's actually affecting how you feel day to day. And dogs are no different. Other things to consider are the way you look at your dog. You know, typically, and what I'm getting at is like the breed of the dog. Certain breeds aren't less prone to pain than others, based on how they look. You know, what I'm getting at is like typically like people look at staffies, like big blocky dogs, Rottweilers, these Mastiffs, you know, the ones that really just look like they're built to withstand physical pain. They're no better at it than any other breed. They might mask it better, but essentially they will still feel pain just like you or me. And again, their mood will be affected by it. So they should be treated as such and really looked after just as much as a little dog would be if it was in pain. Common things to look for, you know, might be if the dog is sensitive to touch, might flinch. It might be sensitive to grooming or being brushed, and we might, you know, look at it and go, oh, he doesn't like the brush, and go, why? Is it because we're imposing, and is it because of our interaction letting it down? Or is the dog actually in pain every time, you know, we get into that area of its body? Has it got a previous learned association? So say a dog's in pain after an operation, say like he's hurt his leg, or he's been dissected and he's got a wound, or he's got bruising, and the dog lands on it. He's going to be extra shitty and sensitive around that area. He might, and this is something else we see, you know, I think too many people may be taking their dog out and socializing while in pain, because dogs are going to be guarded. Say, for example, it's a desexing, and everything back there is, while on the surface it looks great, but there'll be internal bruising. There's, you know, all kinds of things that an operation involves will leave the dog in pain for a while. And so they're going to be guarded. They're not going to want others in that area sniffing around, rolling on the floor, because, well, that's normal, isn't it? So when you're letting your dog recover from something that you know about, then definitely consider that, you know, go and have gentle social interactions rather than throwing it in the deep end. And things to look out for as well would be sudden behaviour changes. If your dog has gone from being really normal and social to suddenly antisocial, have a look into it physical health as well, because, you know, chances are that it may be impacted by it, and it might not be behavioural whatsoever. The cause of it might not be behavioural. The symptom might be a behaviour change, but the cause of it may be physical. And at the end of the day, what we've got to bear in mind is that physical pain does affect their mood and so behaviour. And so when we're looking at assessing why a behaviour is presenting, consider physical pain as well. Ask your vet to have an opinion on it, and try and look at things from a wider lens, I suppose.